starts since I'm up right now. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so first off I'm gonna stop for a second to skip the entire intro. Say about 45 seconds, and we're just gonna go on to it. Excuse me. Been a little sick recently. Anyways, this is the first patch of the game, Entry Passage. This game has a lot of small movement stuff to it. For instance, I'm holding on R to actually start running, and also pressing B to do just regular dash, which lasts just a little bit of time, but if I do it off of ledges, it saves a lot of time. If you hold on R too long, you do this little animation here where you go through many objects, and it lets it go through blue objects too as well. Just like this. And if done correctly, I can pick up a rock like that while moving, and it works well. And now, what I did there is call it mini hop. I just press B and up, and then, oops, did the wrong there. Then A and, please, hello? There we go. And A to the right, and I'll be able to actually hop off that rock there and get some more height of it. And I can roll this wall in this game, which breaks these little objects there. If press A right before I hit a wall, I actually save a little bit of time on like how long I'll hit the wall. Or like how long I bounce off the wall, I mean. There we go, third try. That trick is hard. Like, most of my resets in this game are on that one trick right there, I'd say. But, there we go. At the end of each level, there is this frog switching get hit. And there we go. As soon as I beat the level, I soft reset, just like that. And then, before I fight the boss as well, too, I soft reset to skip a small cutscene. That takes about 3 seconds. And that's off the first boss of the game. I should also explain really quickly as well that each level in the game has 4 chests you can collect, and each 4 chests, if you collect all 4 chests in all the levels in the world, they unlock the boss. There's also a... Actually, let me explain this boss really quick. So I'm gonna go on top of this guy and then hit the back of it, do that before it turns around, and there we go, just get the rest from the back. As soon as I beat the boss, I soft resets, which skips to the end boss cutscene and saves a little bit of time. Now, trust me, this category is pretty inconsistent. No, just in the fact that it's a frame perfect trick and you hit multiple times in the run, and if you miss it, it can waste a lot of time. And Ziploc just keeps the pace up the entire time. So this category is definitely a lot safer for a marathon, I'd say. But that's my hot opinion. Anyways, this is Crescent Moon Village, one of the hard levels in the entire run. However, I do this patch, since you can do every patch in the game whenever you want to, I do this patch first to get rid of a lot of the hard levels in the run early on. And I'm going to do another instance of main hop, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to throw this enemy over here and hit him against the wall and then hop off of him. Now it's first try. That trick is also pretty hard. So that was really good there. Then I'll hop him again to get on top of that wall. Just using the bat to get up there instead. Alright. Well, execution flood right there, but that was good. Also, the music itself was very spooky and I love it. Oops. Got this little switch here so I can make those blocks diagonal instead of, you know, squares. Oops. I messed up just like small stuff in these rooms. It's not shown off well, but it's all good. Alright, so after all that, we're just gonna go over here and hurry up! Yeah, at the very top of this room is Keezer. Keezer's used to unlock the very next level in the run, in the game, so that's why you need him. However, this guy here, I forget his name, it's some sort of weird Japanese name, but I just call him Pirate Ghost, that's what he is. He's very spoopy, but he'll steal Keezer once you get him. If he does that, he locks the door to escape the room as well. So you have to be very careful to avoid him. And all my movement is at the end of this game, or in this level, is to avoid him as well. So I want this room quickly as well too, so I can get through and not get Keezer stolen. If he does get stolen, which looks like he's gonna be because it took a little long there, it's not the end of the world because he'll just be over here this time. I can just get him on the way out of this room. This is the one room where it doesn't really matter if you get Keezer stolen too much. It really doesn't waste a whole lot of time. So one other thing as well that I forgot to that I haven't explained so far is whenever you slide into like a small crevice or like a very small space, all you have to do for that is press B and then down, like in that order, and you actually slide very quickly through it. Instead of just like, you know, normally going just walking into there, which wastes a lot of time, is more just like as a crawl animation that goes very, very slowly through it. Alright, now I have Arabian Nights. Sing with me, everyone. They rely on the song. Anyways, this is bug bounce. It's speed dependent, but if you do it correctly, you're able to bounce on 2 bugs to get across that room, instead of falling down, hitting that carpet, and going upwards on it. Oops. One thing that's is a little bit tricky is actually stopping in front of doors to go through as well. Because you need to let go of R at the right time, and usually you want to use R to go fast, like as much as you can before going to the doorway. So it's just a little bit tricky when you when that happens. So gotta be careful of that. If you let go of R, you just completely stop on a dime. Here's one thing that's kind of unique about the Wario Land games in general, is that they have these sort of powers they can collect by hitting an enemy, usually. And in this room there's 2 of them. There's one with the B there, which inflates your face and makes you float at the top of the room. And there's also this bat here, which if you match A correctly, you are able to just go to the very top of a room, usually, just like that. In this case I was able to get Keyser, which I need to, of course, to unlock the next level. Alright, maybe we'll bounce off that little enemy there so I can just go up that room just a little bit faster. Good move right there, maybe we'll just get right on through. Now if I go on top of a ladder and press B and then to the side, I'm able to get off the ladder immediately. So that's what I'm doing every single ladder in the game as well. This game is just a lot of really cool movement stuff too, that really adds up. Like, just very small stuff that makes the run just overall faster. And stuff like that ladder technique, for instance, like makes it just really cool to watch. The ultimate way to mash to go through the wire is actually not just completely spam the B button, but like, but hold down for just a few, just a little long, and also mash it at the same time. So I want to hold down the B button just for a small amount of time, and not completely mash it to go through as fast as I can through the wire. Alright, this is Fire Cavern. This is one of the harder levels in the entire game. There's a lot of damage boosting you have to do in this level. If you mess up and get hurt a lot on anything that's not intended, then your health count is like right there. Your health count's like really off for a while, and it becomes a little bit off-putting, and it can really just lose a lot of time if you mess up too much. There we go. Let's see if I get past that enemy there. That one's a little bit tricky. This one is also tricky too. Oh, I got hurt anyways. I'm just gonna do that normally. So unfortunately, because I got hurt earlier, I don't have enough hearts to actually get through this little lava pillar here. You want 3 hearts in this room here. If you don't have 3 hearts there, you lose a few seconds. So now I have to wait for this lava pillar. Just like that. Let me get another heart right there. I need another heart to get through another lava pillar at the end of this room. That's all I'll use it for. And there we go. I grab down there to interrupt the enemy down there before you get the boulder up, and then slide into the door. If you slide into a small gap, you're able to actually get through a gap immediately without having to like finesse your way into it normally. Okay, good. Got the heart there for safety. I can sometimes miss a heart there in that room. Oh, nice. If I go too quick. Yeah, now we're Snowball Wario. All we gotta do is go and get the slope, and suddenly we go through a bunch of these ice blocks. This level is really cool in the fact that, well, it's really cool in the fact that the first part is really hot, and the last part is, of course, like completely frozen over after you hit the frog switch to escape. Which, by the way, a normal difficulty, you get plenty of time to escape, just in general. On the hard difficulties, you get a lot less time. Just on everything, mostly, but these levels especially. Nice. Got the little strat there. Those Yetis that you see as well, they will... Okay, good. I don't need to kill them there, but let's see it get out of the way. Anyways, these Yetis will freeze you if you don't move correctly there. So I gotta be very careful. There we go, another soft resets. Those soft resets save about... I think it's about 11 minutes throughout the entire run, just by skipping the cutscenes at the end of levels and bosses and before the boss doors and all that. Something like that. Now after all the really hard hectic levels, those 3 in a row, we have Hotel Horror, which is actually not too hard in general. There's a few things that are tricky about it, but like it's not too hard, which is nice. It's just a bunch of nice relaxing hallways with a few jumps in it. And that's good. It's a nice little break from the hecticness of the last few levels. Especially Hotel Horror, like... I'll get that later, by the way. Especially Hotel Horror. Yeah, now we're Bat's gonna fly up here, doing some optimal mashing, TM. By the way, that piece I missed is actually like faster getting the way out. I accidentally hit it, so that's why I said I'll get back for it later. This mini hop is actually a little different because you have to charge throw him up a little bit. If you don't do that, you're not able to actually get enough height to break that blue block there. It's a little bit different from a regular one, but yeah. The reason why it's a little bit faster is that I can get a full charge on the way out the door there, instead of just like not enough speed, or not a lot of speed rather. Alright, so one last thing you gotta do is get Keezer, who's all the way up here in room 401. And now we got Keezer, there we go. That completely skips the fire in that room and saves like 15 seconds. It's really nice. Actually, it's probably less time than that, but still though. Now finally, you have to use the zombie to get through that little platform there. We can't go through the bottom of that room unless we have the zombie. But there we go. That was a pretty clean level, I'd say. Once again, get a soft reset before the boss to save a little bit of time on the cutscene there. The cutscene's not too long, but soft resetting still saves time over it. And now we got Cat Bats. Cat Bat is interesting. So basically, Cat Bat's gonna go into the water here and make a wave. You have a few frames to hit Cat Bats on the very top of this giant ghost cat's head here. Whenever it makes a wave like that. So let's see if I can do it. There we go. Okay, I have to do that 5 more times. Alright, missed that one. Thankfully, if you hit Cat Bat as you go into the water, he won't waste time for you. If you hit him before then, he'll actually reel back a little bit and waste some time. Alright, a little bit off on that one. One more hit. See if I can get this early hit now. Oh, that was way early. That's fine. I got 2 hits, that's fine. 2 hits on Cat Bat's really good either way. Just getting 1 in general is really good. And then after this, I'm just gonna hold down A and then keep grounding on Cat Bat's head, or ground pound Cat Bat's head. And soft reset. There we go. Very good boss there. Now we're going over Topaz Passage. Topaz Passage has the most annoying boss in the entire game. So that's where we go here next. Or that's my reason why. You'll see what I mean later. Also, it's my favorite song in the entire game, I'd say. This song is incredibly catchy. Yeah, Toy Block Tower, the gimmick of it is the fact that there's so many blocks to put into different places, especially as triangle blocks. That's the whole gimmick of the level. Also, this little fire pit here. It's a little bit faster to hit that block there than go back into the fire pit again. Because the fire pit is on the bottom right of this room, as you see right there. But that one's a little bit slow to get. It's not too much slower, but like it's just a little bit slower. 2, 3, 4, and triangle. It's a little bit of a puzzle there to actually break those, but thankfully you can just go into the doorway if you mess it up. Now I'm gonna get this chest here after I break the block down here and initiate the frog switch, which saves a little bit of time. A few times before, Clueless. It sucks. The boss is really easy to mess up on, like, soft sets early. Just because you just defeat it so quickly. That's all it is. Thankfully, like, in my head, I have, like, a way to... I have, like, a key for it, but yeah. Here we go. I've just barely enough room here to actually get a full-on dash, break through all these blocks very quickly. And yeah, I have Sigma. I've done that actually a good amount, especially on cat pads. It's really easy to do so. Alright, this room's cool. Ah, I messed it up, never mind. I've done correct, like, go really fast and put that triangle right into the slot there really quickly. Let's see if I can do this. Nice. I've actually, like, had before where I messed up software setting going to the exit of a level before, too. Speaking of which, this level here is Big Board is one of my favorite levels in the entire game as well. It's a really unique, just platforming level in general compared to other games. So, the entire time you're doing this level, you're playing a board game, and you have to get to the very end of the board by the end of this level. So all my hits I'm going to do here are calculated to get there as fast as I can. So I got a 6 and then a 5. The pieces I want to get are I want to get the hearts, I want to get the ones that change the blocks to being transparent or solid. Also want to get the diamonds. Everything else I will not be getting. The lightning will hurt you, the warrior head will give you a power, depending which area of which parent room you're in. And the enemy ones will just give you enemies. Which I get that once, but it's only because it's fast for the rats. There we go. I've done correctly there, I can hit that warrior car as I get a 4 there, and that works out very well. And now, onto the frog switch array. After level save, it saves, I think, like 15 seconds. Overall, soft save around like 11 minutes throughout the entire run. Okay, this room's hard, I'm gonna be quiet for it. This is all calculated, by the way. To get these ground pounds, it's like a small frame window, but oh no, I messed it up. You have like not a lot of frames to get these ground pounds in a row. To get the same number. We have 4. I don't know the exact frame count, but it's like not much. Oh, that's not good. Could be worse though. So it's supposed to get a 5 there. There we go. I'll take it. It's not perfect, but that was still pretty good, especially as a backup. Alright, so now I have to just escape. One thing I like about this level a lot too is just the fact that even though it's like the actual gimmick of it is like pretty unique, just the fact that the execution as well is actually pretty challenging too, like especially on these escapes, is just really fun to me as well. And also, this level just looks so peaceful. It just looks like you're just going through a neighborhood with the background. Like the sun's really happy to see you and everything, or just really shocked. It just looks so peaceful, but it's really not. Especially like once you get to the underground area that I was just in. There we go. And now I have Doodle Woods. Throughout the entirety of this level, there is this pig and me. I've been nigging Pigcasso. That'll just be drawing enemies to actually hurt us the entire time. Check it out. There he goes, he's Pigcasso. Ah, messed up the room just a little bit, but it's okay. I want to keep momentum throughout the entirety of this room here, so I can go through it quickly like that. That one's very important. One thing I forgot to explain is that keep your momentum in this game is extremely important, because it allows you to go through certain stuff a lot faster. Messed up there though a bit. So like, to keep your momentum and build momentum in general, you have to hold on the R button and like let go at certain times. It's really finicky and like, it's something that you just get better at over time. It's just like, maintaining momentum and keeping it. Now most of this level is actually the escape sequence. And these next 3 rooms are actually pretty difficult. And have a lot of stuff to them, so let's see if I can do it. These pencils gotta push here to get up and out of here, basically. Alright, a little slow on that one. These warrior cards have a weird hitbox on the very top of their wheels, so actually hopping off of them is more challenging than it looks. Okay, there we go. Now with some precise jumping here, I can get on top of this breakable block and save a little bit of time. Let's see if I can do it. There we go. That was nice. I got immediately off of that block there so I can just get up and over here. If I was fast enough, I can get past that ballerina pig. Which thankfully I was. Whoops. I messed up the mini hop there, so I can just do this. Now let me get up there. It's a nice backup. It's very good. With good jumping, I can just go on top of these posts here and then escape. That was nice. Alright, now we got Domino Row. This is one of the hard levels in the run, and I've lost a lot of time. I lost a lot of runs to this level before, at the very end of it. The gimmick is really cool though. You have to like beat out these dominoes to the end of a room, and if you don't do that, they actually lock off certain parts of the level. Overall though, like, even if you don't make it to the end of it, it's not really too much slower. Only like one area, like the blocks get in your way for like escaping. That's about it. But usually just the intended path of this level is the fastest way to get through it. I completely agree, Relu. This game is a gem and I love it. It's a very good video game. I would love just another warrior platformer just in general, really. It's been way too long, but who knows? Warrior's been dead for a while, but maybe someday they'll bring it back. I'd see them more though. Let's go do a little bit of stuff in here. Alright, so now this part right here, I'm gonna do something a little bit tricky. I'm pressing B and A, and like when I get on top of the ladder, I'm actually going back and then up to get on top of the ladder quickly, saving frames. It's actually pretty difficult, but you gotta do it very quickly. And you gotta save the frames as well. I do damage boost there to get on top of that platform, just because it's a little bit faster. Now we're just gonna go to the end. Now I need this heart right here in particular, that's why I go straight forward instead of just going straight down into the water right here. You need a lot of hearts for getting this level actually. Just because it's really easy to die in it. And like I said earlier, I've lost a lot of runs to this level, so it's pretty easy to die at the very end of this level. This guy's very tricky, he starts very close to the door there. There we go. Is Wario actually Sans from Undertale? Gasp! New game theory out today. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. But yeah, there's the last chest we gotta get. However, the escape is a little difficult because the portal's at the end of this room, but you have to get keys right there. And there's no way to get around it. You have to go all the way down here. And actually, I lied. The last portal is down here. Now, it's a little bit slower in this room, so I have to wait for that guy, unfortunately. I'm gonna do a little bit of a slide right here. There we go. And instead, just get this guy out of the way. I can do a faster strat there that doesn't get him out of the way, but saves more time. But for marathon safety, it's better just to do that strat. There we go. Now here's the hardest boss of the entire game. Aerodance. So Aerodance, the gimmick of him is that he's actually the bro on top of this giant teddy bear. But if you hit the teddy bear will go upwards even more to the top of the screen. If that happens twice, you will lose about 15 seconds every single time. So you want to hit only the rodent here. If you hit only the rodent, then it saves a ton of time. And you get one cycle that saves like 15 seconds. So there we go. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna be quiet during this boss. It's a little bit faster at him when he's going towards you, by the way. Or easier, I mean. Oh no, that's bad. Ah! Okay, rip the one cycle. Like I said, if it teddy bear twice, then this happens. It's really easy to fail this though. Like, you don't get a lot of room at all for error in this boss. Still super solid though. That was still super solid. I'll take that for sure. Alright, now it's time for Ruby Passage. This is my personal least favorite passage of the entire game. These levels aren't like too interesting, in my opinion. But they're also really hard too. It's a couple of that facts. Hey, this is Curious Factory. This level actually is kind of cool, in a way. The gimmick of this level is these little platforms here it rotates, and also a bunch of just other different small stuff like this right here. If you get hit by that, you actually get crushed, and obviously that's bad. And also you want to jump before they hit the ground, because when they hit the ground, they make you jump automatically anyways. But if you jump there, then you just maintain your momentum, and that saves time. Oh god, hello. That was close. Let's go do that safely. Alright. Good momentum right here. I can just go straight to those rocks right here. Dude, I need a polish number 2 after that boss fight. That boss fight is like a really big run killer. But that was very solid, I'd say. Alright, so teaser. Yeah, all the time 420. I suffered this early a lot in this game. I've gotten a lot more consistent at it, but now it's a lot better for me. When I first started writing this, like back in February this year, it was... Oh, let me do this room first. Oh, nice, that was really good. That room's actually really easy to fail and fall down to the bottom of the room. Anyways, when I first started writing this game back in February, that was one thing that did like way too much. Just soft reset just a little bit too early. But now that I've practiced these levels a ton and done like a ton of runs of this game, it's become a lot easier to do in general to not to like soft reset too early. There we go. Pretty solid level, I'd say. Alright, now we got Toxic Landfill. The beginning of this level has a trick that is hard, and if I get it, it saves like 2 seconds. Let's see if I can do it. I can basically not become fat, or I can do this. I got it, nice! Alright, so normally it's supposed to kill out enemy to actually set up that trick there, but if you move fast enough, you can actually just completely bypass killing them. However, now I'm failing this part. There we go. I don't know why that took me so long. But whatever. Sometimes that happens. I get that trick which saves a few seconds, then just lose all my time on that next trick in that room. And I really shouldn't, because that trick's not too bad. This level also has really cool music, but the problem is you don't hear most because it goes by so quickly. It gets a lot better after it starts up, but oh well. And now we're getting out of here. We're just GTFOing the heck out of here, ready? We have to become fat here. Becoming fat makes it so when you jump you make a little earthquake, and also you move very slowly, but allows you to go through multiple platforms at the same time, and go through blue blocks as well too really quick, without having to like stop and get like a big ground pound or like anything like that. So it has its uses, and like it's required to go through some areas, like right there for instance, but it's overall just really slow to get, and as you can see why, it's just because you move so slowly while you use it. So yeah. I'm just getting out of here. There's that little shortcut there in that room that no one knows about, but it saves us a little bit of time to do that instead of going around the room. If I press B while I'm inflated like this, I can just float up a little faster. Alright, 4 Billa fridge time. This level has a lot of cycles to it. Not nearly as much as the next level, but this level is a little bit tricky to do in that regard. And of course it's all frozen over, so you have ice physics in some ways. Oh, hello. There we go. Alright, that room was sloppy, but I still made the cycling in Stone Hall, so it's fine. So as you can probably tell from from earlier when we had other snowballs we didn't deal with. This level is all based around the snowball mechanic, mostly. Also some ice physics, so we start moving slowly and then we speed up gradually over time. Just how it works in most video games. To save a little bit of time movements, I do a bash there and jump against the ceiling, because it's very small. And I need to speed up because of that. You actually make that snowball cycle, but it's like extremely difficult. No one's done a run before. But a runner, 00 repeating 00, he was able to do that before, just on a random whim. But it's very difficult. Alright. Ah! Okay, so I slid there in accident. If I didn't slide there, I can actually make that cycle. This saves like, I think 4 seconds. I was just too slow though, and no, I slid there, so I messed up. Good observation, Winter. That's why this level's called that. It's just a temperature joke. And I have time to drink water. And I have no more time. Thankfully this water is not frozen over like the rest of this level. That'd be bad. I don't want to drink frozen water. Alright, so the snowballs actually don't spawn until you get like near them. So don't worry too much about making a cycle on that level. Just have to worry about like actually getting up to it in time. Or that room, I mean. Yeah, there's a frog switch, now let's get out of here. It kind of sucks that the frog switch has its own unique music, because these levels have just really good music to it in general. And the frog switches just kind of have music that overrides the rest of it. It's a little bit of a shame, but it's not too bad, I guess. You just hear your song way too much, is what it is. You know the song is really good too. Now, one bit of luck in the entire run. This run has not a lot of luck in general, but the one bit of luck in the run is those Yeti spawns. If that guy spawns on the right side of the platform, it saves time, because he doesn't freeze me. But it's like basically the only bit of luck in the entire game. The rest is just pretty much all execution. Speaking of all execution, you're at Pinball Zone, the worst level in the entire game, and also the longest level in the entire game. So this level has a ton of cycles you have to make in it, and I gotta move very quickly because of that. It's really hard to make like any of them though, or like a lot of them. There we go, that was perfect. And then, bam, perfect first room, nice. The second room is hard though. The second room is the hardest one in the entire level. It's really easy to fail these cycles. Let's see if I can do this. If you can tell, the gimmick of this level is they put 4 pinballs into these little chambers here, and they unlock the doorway to get out of the room. That's the gimmick this level is. Nice, that was really good. Whoops. Ah, no! I went too slowly, so it closed up on me. Dang. And if you mess up this room at all, those pinballs will go to the very bottom of the room. It's pretty evil. Alright, one more. Let's go. Good thing I caught that one. It could have been bad. But there we go. Alright, my ground pound that to get a little bit over there. If the direction you're facing when you ground pound makes it so you actually makes pinball go in a certain direction. So you have oh no, that's a big time loss. Alright everyone, so this is what happens when you become fat. You have to walk it off. And that enemy there is the worst. He loves just getting in the way, making you fat randomly. It's hard to get around him, and that's the worst case scenario. So I lost a lot of time because of that. This level, by the way, is a huge run killer as well too. This is the Aerodent, the boss of Topaz Passage. This level's a gigantic run killer. Their room usually isn't too bad. It's just like that one enemy is the problem mostly. There we go. That's all the chests we need. Oh no. There we go. And one more. Now the other 2 pinballs down here. If done correctly, I can just get rid of my hand and then keep momentum to go a little bit faster, go to the end of this room. Just like real life. Dude, too real, I'm sorry. That was too real right there. Alright, now it's time for the frog switch. We have 2 more rooms after this one with pinballs. And in 8%, without any zips, you actually skip these 2 rooms. Using 2 zips. It's cool to show off though anyways, like in this category. There's a lot of fast stuff you gotta do with it, and it's really cool. Alright, just gonna throw that there, and then the second one to the right. I throw the one to the right first because once you hop on the very bottom of this, it'll actually spawn again, and it'll go right into the pinball launcher. However, the one on the left there does not, until they actually go back and respawn it again. And then the pinball will just go in after that. So I'm gonna go over here and just respawn them all again, just like that. That gets all 3 of them completed. Now we just go to the end of the level. Or the room, rather. Now one more. You hear that ice enemy there, the Yeti there, really quickly, just because he'll freeze me otherwise, and that's really bad. Missed my throw just a little bit, because it went to the right of that room. I'll take it. I got stuck. That pinball usually gets stuck there, I just don't know why. There we go. 1, 2. And 1, 2. And 1, 2. Oh, whoops. Hello. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Yeah, one more. I get these ones on the right second because I'm able to actually look at them while this is spawning. Or while this is breaking away. Or just going away. Anyways, yeah, it's the end of the pinball zone. Now I have to just escape to the end. This level's structured really coolly, actually. All the rooms that are like transition rooms to the other pinball rooms are just like in the middle here, and you just go around the outside to get to the rest of the room. Just to escape it. Alright, now probably the easiest boss in the entire game, Cuckoo Condor. He's not too bad. There's no easy way to mess it up, I guess. If it makes any sense. Like, you can mess him up, but like, he's not hard. All you do is go under his claw here, which will cause him to fall down, and then hit it. That's how you damage him for first phase. The second phase, I basically have to pick up the eggs that he drops, and then hit the condor on top of his head in order to actually destroy. And now do damage him instead. Or more. That's all there's it's a little bit close to me. And alley-oop. Kobe. Magic Johnson. Oh, dang. That's what I get for calling basketball players. Very last hit here, I keep this egg for a little bit longer. Because the condor starts moving very quickly after I get the second last hit on it. Yep, not gonna grind any of the mini games. I could show off the mini game after the run's over if we have time, by the way. I kinda want to do that. I should be coming in like underestimated pretty highly if the rest of the run goes well. Anyways, this is Palm Tree Paradise. These level the entire game. I have a theory that the intended way to beat this game is to do Sapphire Passage last, and then this passage first. Then go around just regularly. That's my theory, because all the levels in this entire world in this passage here are really easy. That's my theory, at least. Except for the last one. The last one is, like, really hard. Yeah, Warrior Hop is the best minigame. That's my personal favorites. I want to show that off after the run if I have time. But hopefully we do. If not, it's okay. But yeah, all you do now is just go to the left after all that, and punked. There we go. I'm sorry, it's Airfix. I'm experiencing this game, so I know like how the soft resets. Pretty often BP. Actually not. It used to be pretty often when I started running this game, but now it's actually really easy to not soft reset in time, or to soft reset in time, it's not a problem anymore. This mini hop's actually pretty precise, because if you move a little too far to the right there, you actually will get in your way when you do the larger ground pounds to break that blue block. This music is also really relaxing. Some of my chat on Friday when I was streaming this game said this reminded them of Harvest Moon music, and I completely agree with that one. It's very Harvest Moon-esque. Yeah, the hard mode is really good in this game. This game is very just hard enough in general, but the hard and hard difficulties make it just even more difficult somehow, and it's great. Oh, there we go. Oh, hello there, friends. Alright, we gotta escape. There's not much to say about this level in general. It's not a whole lot. There's no really big gimmick to it. There's Keyser, and there's actually these breakable blocks here on the way out, which I didn't know about growing up. But they're just right here. Just miscolored. And there we go. That's actually close to missing the... That's actually pretty close to missing it. Missing the portal there. Alright, so now I get Mystic Lake. There's a skip later on the level that's a little hard. Hopefully I can get like most of it. Anyways. Most of the gimmick of the level is the fact that you're just swimming through a lot of it. I do some movement here to manipulate the enemies so that they go after me a little bit, like, they start going after me like after I get past them. If that makes any sense. Oops. Let's make it the very top of this. Alright, now we have bubble skip time. There are 4 bubbles in this next room. If we hit any of them, it wastes a lot of time. However, we can skip at 3 out of the 4 of them pretty easily, so if I can do this with good movements. There's one. Never mind. Okay, so I missed that one, so I'm just gonna do the rest more quickly. If done correctly though, you can skip past the first 3 bubbles, but it's really precise. And it's very hard, because they spawn quickly. This last one's actually on a timer. Like, from the beginning of the room, so... But the rest of them aren't, surprisingly. Here we go, now we're time to escape. We got 1 bubble skip, so that's fine. Alright, so now we got keys over here. I'm gonna do something a little bit tricky. Oops. There we go. So you're not supposed to get on top of a platform normally, but if you go next to the wall there, you're actually able to turn around and clip above the wall. Or clip above that platform, which makes the escape a lot less tedious. Alright, there's the last chest, and let's get out of here. Alright, so now this next level is going to be very impressive if I get this all done correctly. This is one of the hardest levels in the entire game, Monsoon Jungle. And I do it at the very end of the run. So it's really hard to maintain your momentum throughout all these platforms here, and these platforms move back and forth and are very tiny. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to be quiet for the first room. Nice, dude! Oh my god. Let's go. Oh, okay, well, that just happened. That's not a very common occurrence right there, but it just happened. Anyways, let's just become fat. We need to go down here so we can get one of the chests. But yeah, that room was amazing. I need like 1 PogChamp for that one. But it's not the end. It's not the end yet. We have 2 more rooms just like that we gotta go through. Hopefully I can do this. So there we go. I'm gonna be quiet for you streamers now again. Oh, well, never mind. So now I have to go through these rooms here and reload them when I fail them, because the cycles are messed up. One, two, three. There we go. Oh! I thought I was gonna fail that last one. That was close. Okay, that was awesome. I'll take the redos there on the second room. I'll take the redos for that one. That last room was god tier. That was amazing. I'm popping off on that one. Alright, so yeah, now we're gonna escape. Didn't want to hit the enemy there because he hurts and I can't get past him. But now we're good. Ow. Case in point. Alright, so now we get the last chest right there and just gonna escape. So the fastest way to get out of this area is actually to go back here a little bit and just roll. It's a little faster to jump on an object if you can avoid like going down the actual slope. Zipless means not doing any zip glitches. The zip glitches in this game are glitches that save about 3 minutes in a row if done first try, but they're frame perfect and only in a few levels. So it basically takes out all of the hard tricks and just makes it run all movements and like no stopping pretty much, unless you mess up anything like I am right now. There we go. Pretty okay game. Pretty okay game. This game's amazing. A pretty okay level, I'd say. Could been a lot better though. Alright, so now I have Cactus. Cactus is... There's actually a way to just completely keep him in one spot, if done correctly. Just hit him over and over. I'll show you what I mean in a second. I'm not exactly explaining it correctly. But we're gonna keep him in one spot basically by just ground pounding him at a certain time. I gotta stay in the bottom of the room here, else he'll spawn at the top. Here we go, see if I can do this. There we go, that was really good. So yeah, just keep him in that spot right there. If he moves, he actually can make you a zombie, and then the Firefly will go on screen and turn you back into a regular Wario. However, we did this, so we're good. That was really good. Anyways, this part's hard. I have to do I pressed A 3 times in a row here to get past the wire. See if I can do it. Alright, that was kind of slow, that's fine. Alright, that was beautiful. Nice. I didn't mess up at all. I just did that a little slowly because it could have been less aim matches, but we're good. Anyways, that's not the intended way to go through that room, but it's the fastest way to get through it. And it skips past a little part of the level there, too. It's pretty difficult, I'd say. But that went very, very well, so I'm happy. Ah, missed up that. If you have any lights here while you're Bat Wario, you just turn back to regular Wario. Alright, this room is really cool if done correctly. There's a lot of back and forth in this room. Now I'm gonna do something called chest jump here. The chests disappear like slowly after you, or quickly after you get them. But however, if I hit it fast enough there, I can just jump off of it and go up top of this passage, which saves like 10 seconds. Or go through top of the room, I mean, not the passage. Words are hard after you're speaking for like an hour, but yeah. That trick there, chest jump, saves like the time taken to go all the way back around in that wire, basically. It's pretty nice. Alright, now let's get out of here. I just saw from the beginning, you're basically escaping the entire time in this level. The game gives you like plenty of time on this difficulty, so it's not even a big deal. My favorite level is Big Board, personally. It's in Topaz Passage. It's the one where you're on the board game. That's what it is. Alright, so now we're at the final boss of the game, everyone. Golden Diva. Golden Diva is hard. Let's just say that much. Golden Diva is a very difficult boss fight. There's no luck to it whatsoever, but it's really hard to make all the cycles correctly on it, and like to keep what the powers in particular need to keep. So, and after this first phase here, she's gonna start, or like she sends all her masks around to this. She's gonna start sending out all these different items. The last item she sends out is a hammer, and if done correctly, we can keep that hammer and keep hitting her over and over again if we keep the hammer from despawning. So, if I do that, then we'll save a lot of time on Diva. If not, then we'll lose a little bit. But yeah, that's the hardest part of this boss fight. Let's see if I can do it. I should jump way too early there, but I'm glad I still hit her. Unfortunately, I missed that cycle there of the heads. If I do it fast enough, then the second head will spawn quickly and save a little bit of time. And number 4. I'm gonna jump right here. Oh, whoops. I jumped right there. It was supposed to... Okay, well, this is just a disaster now. Anyways, it was supposed to do that and get that green ball a little bit down a little bit faster, but we're good now. Second phase, I can just hit that ball right back into her, see the spawns. Third phase, alley-oop. And fourth phase, here's the hammer I was talking about. I'm gonna wait for this over here. So yeah, you hit it on your head and you become Spring Wario. And if you keep the hammer from despawning, you can just do it over and over again. And it saves a lot of time. And I'm messing up pretty badly right now. I'm beefing it, as I say. There we go. This part is a little bit difficult because of spacing, mostly. It's pretty easy to, like, miss-space this and, like, not get a good hit on her. And just, like, you know, have the hammer just flop over and do nothing. That's gonna despawn, so I'm just gonna not do anything about that. Oh no! I got unlucky there in the phase. I didn't realize that her health was low enough to the point where she will spawn. Next thing she'll throw at me immediately. I didn't even realize that. Alright, so last hits. Unfortunately, I couldn't show off the hammer strat too much. But that's okay. Now it's final phase. Time's going up soon. Oh, I'm saying that. I'm doing the timer. I go under her, and then she hits her face on the floor. And I can hit her, and I do lips, and... time. So, other than the fact that I really noodled that entire last boss, that was a really good run. I've been getting about 52s for all my practice runs recently. My PB is a 49.53, which is it's really hard to get a good time in this game because it's just the fact that it's all execution and no luck to it for the most part. But that was really good. This game in general is really, really good. It's on Wii U VC if you have a Wii U. So if you have a Wii U, I recommend picking up this game just to play it. This game is extremely solid. It's a very good video game. One of the best platformers ever, in my opinion. So yeah, if we have time and we're ahead of schedule, I'm down to show off a minigame called Warrior Hop. It'll take a few minutes to do so. I don't know if we're ahead though, but if we are, then I'm down to show that off a bit. Just to get some time back.
Yeah, I mean, the next run isn't until 4:09 Central Time, so we got about 20-ish minutes or so.
Oh, wow. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to show off Warrior Hop. I do want to talk about the end sequence here, though. Just for a little bit. So there's actually 4 different endings to the game. And it depends on how many chests you get. If you get all 12 chests like I got in the run, then you actually get this girl right here. This princess here is about to kiss you. If he gets between 11 and 4 chests in the run, or in the game, then he gets the Cannon Princess, who shows up in the newspaper in the beginning of in the intro of the game. If you get between 3 and 2 chests, no, excuse me, if you get between 2 and 1 chest, then you get a princess that looks exactly like Wario with his pink hair. And then if you get 0 chests, you get a princess that's a baby, and they'll kiss you right here in this cutscene. It's interesting. Let's just say that much. It's interesting. And yeah, the princess now just float up to the heavens. Just like this. And now, if the big bad treasure we have, we're just gonna drive home. That's all we're gonna do. I'm gonna be quiet for this, being the credits.
I like Wario's sunglasses.
They're really good. It's kind of hard to tell, like, kind of hard to hear what he's saying because of GBA voice clips, but I just like that little line there. Now, I'm gonna reset here, but a fun fact about the credits is that if you get different endings of the game, you get different credits music. For this credits here, I get Toy Block Tower and then Monster Jungle's music, and it's really good. However, it just lasts a long time, so that's why I just reset it right there. Anyways, it's mid-game time, everyone. Now my best Wario Hop time is actually a 2:07, I'm pretty sure, which is really hard to get. So let's see if I can beat everyone. This mini-game is, like I said, the mini-game is called Wario Hop. There are 3 mini-games in the game. This is my favorite one by far. It's just like a runner game basically. So I need to jump over these guys at the right time. They make funny sound effects when you do that. It's really nice. It's a fun mini game. It gets a lot harder too once you get past the first round. Now I haven't done this in a while, so I kind of hope that I do well here. Work it. My favorite's the tiny cactus guy, by the way. Hey! This is random right here. Sometimes I'll get the minster messing up. Like that. Sometimes it won't mess up. It's just random. Hey! Let's go. Alright, so now it's speeding up just a little bit. And now it gets a little bit harder because of that. Almost failed immediately right there. $69. Alright, now it gets a lot harder. So, like I said, me quiet for this. This part is really hard. I've gone past the 3 races before, but it's really difficult. No, it's, oh dude, look at that. It barely even hits. I want to try that one more time. I'm doing a salty run back at that one. That shouldn't have happened. Since we have a little bit of time. We're doing a salty run back, everyone. By the way, I didn't explain this before because it got really hard really quickly, but the fact that, this game is based on rhythm the entire time. So like, if you hear the backgrounds and all the music and all that, you can actually time the hits correctly if you are listening to the rhythm of the song. That's why I'm kind of quiet during the second part of the song. This first part's easy, but the second part is harder. And like the third part, of course, is like really hard because it speeds up very quickly. I've gone past the third part before, but it's really difficult. Yeah, also the Rock 2 has like the biggest hitbox. It extends like a little bit past. So I'm gonna do this one more time, then then I'll head off to the next run since we're a little bit ahead. Hopefully I can beat that 122 this time though. I get a new best on this file. Hey! I love that thing. I want to hang out IRL with that cactus. He seems like a cool guy. There we go. Bring a raccoon to fly over the whole thing. If only it worked like that. I wish I could though. Alright, here we go. You probably did a good amount blindfolded. But not all of it, because it's endless. It's still really hard though. 69. There we go. Alright, third try, everyone. Or, third part now, let's go. The weapons take too long, that's why. You have to use minigames to unlock them. And it's slow. I wish I could do it, though. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. That was a good run, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. It's pretty entertaining. Follow me on Twitch. It was really nice. I'm glad I do this run. This game's amazing. I'm gonna try to spin this AGQ and hopefully it gets in. Alright, see you later, everyone. Bye. No problem.
How to make out with more cactuses.
That was really bad fail. God dang it. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna run AGQ and hopefully it gets in. Hope you like the run though in the meantime. That was really bad. But yeah, hope you enjoy the next run after this one.
Yeah, next up we have Mole Mania from Atros.
Oh, that's a good run.
Yeah. So we're going back to classic Game Boy once again here.
Sweet.
I did a blind playthrough of Mole Mania for Game Boy Adventure, and all levels blind. This game took me 13 hours. Atros is gonna beat the game in 15 minutes. So
that's pretty awesome.
It's gotta be sick. Even though he's not doing all levels, it's going to be a sick run.
I'm excited for it too. I've seen like Dark Terrace run it before, and like it's pretty difficult in a sense. So I hope it goes well.
Yeah, the bosses can be a little trolly, but Feasel gave me the green light to go ahead and get Atros started up here. So again, Shasta, thank you for that awesome Wario Land 4 run.
My pleasure. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm really happy doing this run. This game is really fun to run. It's also just really fun in general. If you want a really good platformer to pick up, this game is definitely up there, I'd say. And like the game itself has not enough runners to it. There's not a lot of people who run this game. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Okay.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, ABC?
Yo, what's up, Atros? You've been a busy person this marathon. Hosting, setup, bunch of runs.
I blame you and Slash. You guys were not supposed to accept any of my runs.
I mean, Mole Mania needs to be shown to the world.
I don't know about that.
Even though you're playing in a black and white palette.
That's the best palette.
Well,
Alright, so I'm getting a green light from Faisal, so I'm gonna get ready to start.
cool, it's all you, man.
Alright, so I want to start off by pointing out that Mole Mania actually has a few differences between the versions. One of the weirdest ones, just because it's something small. The Japanese version, the text on the top has claws, and the main character is smoking a pipe. The English version, it doesn't have claws, and there is no pipe, so the Japanese version is superior just because of that. Alright. In 3,